right into conduct of business. Our first item is going to be E, requested to be moved up. Adopt a resolution approving city co-sponsorship and fee waivers for the San Bruno Relay for Life in City Park on April 29th, 30th, 2017. Carrie?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council. Through a special event permit application, the city has received a request from the American Cancer Society San Bruno chapter for co-sponsorship and fee waivers associated with the 2017 Relay for Life scheduled for April 29th and 30th of this year. This is an annual fundraising event for the American Cancer Society, and it's a 24-hour walkathon that is intended to remind people of what it's like to live with cancer, if only for a 24-hour period. The organizers of this year's Relay for Life are requesting use of City Park because they have limitations on how long they can run the event at Cappuccino, where they've been hosting the event since 2014. They were informed that they couldn't run the event, I believe, from 11 p.m., 10 or 11 p.m. until the early morning hours, and the notion of the event is a 24-hour event, which is why they've requested moving it to City Park. The cost associated with the fee waivers, either the lost revenue cost or the actual cost to the city, totals $3,786. So the city's co-sponsorship would result for Relay for Life or any other nonprofit that would come forward. These costs are based on Category 3 of the Master Fee Schedule, which is the treatment of fees for nonprofits and community organizations. There is one correction to the staff report. Since its writing, we've received word that the school district is intending to move the Day of the Child event, which was initially scheduled for the 29th of April, to May 20th. We learned that today, and we're working with them on securing the park for that event. That concludes my staff report, and I would be happy to answer any questions you have.
Any questions for Carrie at this time? Or action by the council?
Through the chair, Mr. Mayor, we do have a few people from Relay for Life that might want to say some comments. And while she gets up there, I just wanted to mention that this is not only is this the first year that Relay for Life will be in City Park after being since 2012 actually at Cappuccino. We have partnered now with the cities of Daly City and South San Francisco, and we're called the Relay for Life in North San Mateo County. Okay.
Dan.
Mr. Mayor and council members, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this evening on a topic that is very important to me and many of our neighbors. Relay for Life is the premier fundraising efforts for the American Cancer Society, consisting strictly of volunteers. The volunteers are from our community. We are proud to say that in the few years that we have been holding this event in San Bruno, we have raised over $300,000 for the American Cancer Society. This year, we are partnering with South San Francisco and Daly City to have an even greater impact with our contributions. April 29th and 30th will be the culmination of another year's work for all of us. It will be our opportunity to gather with all the volunteers who have spent many hours spreading the facts about cancer and all the advancements that the American Cancer Society has made, as well as the services that are available. Some of them as simple as not a simple when you need a ride to an appointment and back. For so many of us, we feel helpless when we hear that family member or friend say, "I have cancer." This is our way of helping, our way of feeling that we can regain a small piece of control. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to host this gathering in our beautiful San Bruno Park. By doing so, more of the donations we have gathered will go straight to our neighbors and the services that they need. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pam. Did you want to say something, Marty? Go ahead.
Well, I'm in support of this event and co-sponsoring and waiving the fees. In the last 2 years, cancer has hit my family and my best friend. Raymond Barnica passed with cancer 2 years ago. My son's grandmother passed away from cancer this last year. She had just a few months to live. And late last year, my sister was diagnosed with cancer. And I walked for the first time, attended the event last year, and at some point, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you really close. So this is a time to bring it into San Bruno and to support our residents and everybody in our community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Through the chair.
Rico?
I think, Mr. Medina, you said it very nicely, but from the folks in the audience to the staff to members on the council have, whether it's themselves or whether it's their family, great friends, loved ones, we've all been touched in some way. Not the way we wanted to be touched, but it's a community and it's family and friends who usually come together and support one another in those times to try to get through what seems probably the worst news in the world. I personally want to thank the volunteers because it is about a year that they begin the process of planning, of strategizing, and having a kickoff event that was held in South San Francisco. And without them, even coming here at this time from Skyline to Cap to City Park would not have been possible. So it's once again the city with the heart that opens its heart, and I'm also in favor of waiving the fees.
Mr. Mayor, and I want to thank the city and the staff for the support for the last 5 years. And I was very touched when city managers made a statement that we want to partner. We want to be a sponsor. We want to be a key sponsor with Relay for Life. And it was not that there was a lot of money involved at that time, but it really hit home that now my community is going to be a part of it. And that's all I really wanted is the community to come together on this. And as much as we've all been touched by cancer, I've lost my mother. I've lost my best friend. The testament is that I want to recognize Daly City friends that are survivors, my San Bruno friends that are survivors, my South San Francisco friends, the Lakes, that are survivors, my colleagues that's sitting on each side of me who are survivors. Without this, who knows? I've always said that my mother, if she didn't die 32 years ago, she'd probably be living now with the advancements that we've had. So the community needs this. Every community needs this. And I'm just glad that we can bring it more out in the open in City Park, and hope we have a really good turnout. So thank you very much. And with that, I'd have the honor of introducing the resolution, and thank staff again for putting this together.
Councilmember Marty Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Rico Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Mayor Wayne.
Aye. And Vice Mayor?
Oops. Pardon?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
People forget about Ken. It's okay.
That's all right. We got it.